Hey everybody, welcome back to Bill's Guns and Outdoor channel. Today we have a Ruger Wrangler single action 22 revolver. I've kind of wanted one of these for a while. I picked one up today in bronze. So these are a single action revolver. It's 22. They come in several different colors. They're Cerakoted. They come in silver and black and bronze. I really like the bronze color. Let me get this trigger lock off of here. So I have a Heritage Arms Rough Rider single action 22 convertible that does 22 long rifle and 22 Magnum. They are an inexpensive firearm. These aren't, the Ruger isn't expensive. It's actually not a lot more money than the Heritage, but I hear that the build is significantly better. We're gonna find out, because why wouldn't we? So, the hammer spring is significantly stronger than the Heritage. One thing I wanted to look at, well, I had this apart, didn't. In the Ruger, I don't know if you can see that right there. So in the Ruger, this is one solid piece, which makes that quite a bit stronger. I know that Heritage has a problem with those failing, you know, if you fan them. You shouldn't be fanning one of these anyway, but the Heritage, because that piece is I'll show it to you in just a second. Get this back together. So this cylinder, you can see this in the Heritage, this cylinder lock, this is not one piece. It's like a piece of metal that's folded in half, it's hollow. This isn't anywhere near as strong as the one in this Ruger. This is a lot smoother. The hammer spring is much softer. The trigger spring is much softer. The Heritage comes with, they have a safety. A lot of guys don't like the safety. I think the safety is a good idea if you're going to let your grandkids shoot it, but that's beside the point. We're talking about this. And I really want to go shoot it. This actually feels better in my hand, I think. Listen guys, if you like these videos, hit like and subscribe. That helps me out. Anyway, let's go shoot this thing. So I'm highly disappointed. Out of the box with shells in the cylinder, this firearm does not function. Pull the hammer back, the cylinder won't rotate.
Thank you for calling Ruger, manufacturer of Ruger and Marlin firearms. Your call may be monitored for quality assurance. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. Please listen carefully to the following options. International customers, press 1. For Ruger and Marlin sportswear, accessories, and part orders, press 2. For rifle customer service, press 3. For shotgun customer service, press 4. For revolver customer service, press 5. For pistol customer... To better assist you, please have your revolver serial number available. Thank you for calling Ruger. This is Deb. How may I help you?
Deb, I purchased a Ruger Wrangler yesterday, and I took it out to the shooting range today, and when I put rounds in the cylinder, the tolerances are so close between the cylinder and the frame that the cylinder won't rotate.
So there's not enough headspace?
Correct. So,
What's the serial number on that Wrangler? All right. Well, we can certainly send this in and have a technician look at this and see what's going on with it. Have you sent anything in before in the past, ordered parts from?
No, I have not. So I was wondering how that works. Do you send me a box? Or do I have... I mean, I don't think it's legal for me to send this through the mail, so...
Not through the mail. Has to go to FedEx, UPS.
Oh, boy. Okay. All right, so, guys, the Ruger Wrangler came back. I'm not impressed. I guess that's the wrong thing to say. So when you hold this gun in your hand and you pull the action back and you feel the trigger, the build, the tolerances are tighter, and it feels like the build quality is better. But the cylinder still has a little bit of a tight spot in it. It's not bad. It's not bad. Actually, right now it feels pretty good, so maybe I played with it enough that I wore that in. But anyway, the hammer, it feels like there's sand in it. Like I said, it's brand new. I haven't tried to take it apart or clean it or oil it or anything. This is just the way they sent it back. I had hopes that it would be better than that, but it's not. It's brand new, so maybe we shouldn't judge it yet. But what I wanted to do when I bought this gun was a side-by-side comparison with the Heritage Arms Rough Rider. The Ruger is only about $20 to $30 more money, and it feels better. The Rough Rider, actually, I think the biggest complaint most people have with the Rough Rider is this silly looking safety on the side. And the only reason for that is because it's non-traditional. People pick up a single action, they want a traditional single action, and this is just enough that they don't feel like it is. I know that these are mass produced and their tolerances aren't quite as close as Ruger, but I'm going to be honest with you, we've had this one for a little while, and I kind of like this little pea shooter. Anyway, the thing that I know is even from the day we bought this action has been pretty smooth and pretty crisp. I know people who have said that they've had these and shot thousands and thousands of rounds to them and they get sloppy, which might be inherent because I don't know if this is aluminum or pot metal frame. The Ruger, and these come with a Magnum cylinder. Ruger says that they don't put a Magnum cylinder in the Wrangler because the aluminum frame will stretch. So if Heritage has that same problem, there's no mention. Nobody talks about it. Maybe because it's not enough that they even notice. But anyway, we're going to shoot these side by side today just to see. So Jody's going to help me do this test. So we're each going to shoot at this dueling tree, and then we're going to switch, and we'll let you know which one we think is better. Obviously, we may have different opinions, so you may not actually learn anything from this video. Dang it. We may need to do this a few times.
Ruger's way low.
Feels like
Way
it, huh?
low.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out, but man.
Which is disappointing because, like, mine's right on the one I have.
Yeah, well, yours is the single 6, and the single 6 is a far superior firearm.
I agree.
It's
Well,
$400 better.
yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. And there's no adjusting this.
No.
The single 6 has an adjustable
Right.
rear sights.
Yeah. So
You either got to file it or you're stuck with it, I guess.
pretty much. Pretty much.
Huh.
So I guess you shoot it till you get used to where it's hitting
Yeah.
and Kentucky windage it from there, I guess.
Yeah.
So this is the same way. I mean, obviously, but this one doesn't seem to shoot near as low as that does.
No, I could hold right at the bottom of the plate and hit it most of the time.
Well, right. Part of our problem is we keep shooting one, and we've been shooting and we're both trembling a little, right?
Yeah.
So it's a tough thing to say, really. I think the Heritage Arm Rough Rider comes with a Magnum cylinder, which gives you a little added value. You know, they're about $200. You know, I've seen them from about 180 to 220, and those are about the same, 220, 230, I think. I think I paid $230 for that one at Cabela's. I'm gonna need to shoot that a while before I decide if I like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it looks nice.
The Cerakote is pretty cool. It comes in I mean, these come in some pretty cool colors. I do like that. Like I said, it's a lot tighter. You know, the tolerances are a lot tighter, I think, than the Heritage. It's a little heavier, actually, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
So, and part of that, I'm sure, is because the barrel's a little heavier. The frame, is a little heavier. The grip's just a touch wider, it feels like. I'm going to be honest, it's really hard to say which one I like more right now. I like the way this feels, but I like the way that shoots. That one's got a few more rounds through it than this does, and that may change it.
Right.
So, anyway, what's your opinion?
I don't know. I think I'd rather take this one if I wanted to hit anything right now.
Right.
But you're right. That might need a longer break-in period.
Right.
So, but
it's tough.
It is. Because normally I'm a Ruger guy, but I don't know.
This one's not impressing us right now, is it?
No, it's not the same.
No, and I'm a Ruger guy too. I have several, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some different stuff, rifles and 22s, and everybody knows that Ruger makes the best semi-automatic 22 on the market, right? The Ruger 1022. I don't think there's anything out there that's better than that.
Right.
The Mark series pistols. I don't think there's anything on the market that's better than that. And there are a lot of companies that have tried, like Browning and Colt and, guys like that. Smith & Wesson made one.
Right.
So, like I said, I'm not going to completely, say that this thing's junk, but it hasn't impressed me like most of them. But, Ruger's made some that didn't impress anybody anyway. The LC9 wasn't very impressive, but it was a $250 handgun.
Right.
So it sounds like the thing is that as you get to the lower end of Ruger stuff, it really isn't any better than anybody else's.
Right.
Anyway, well, we're going to keep shooting these for a minute. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe.